Charts and graphs have long been a mainstay of Microsoft Excel. You must have a thorough knowledge of how to insert charts. If you are not familiar with this feature, I strongly recommend that you review the Office tutorials and the Advanced Excel Automation series to really get a good feel for how charts and graphs are utilized. In this movie, we will be concentrating on the formatting of these charts and only briefly going through the creation of the chart itself. The chart on the screen is called a combination chart. You will notice that I have the ability to see the bars depicting sales and then a line depicting the projected. The combination chart is a possibility for a question on the examination. Let's go through this. First, I'm going to delete out the sample that is there. As always, I'm selecting the data that I'd like to chart, and I'm going to insert the appropriate type of chart, in this case a bar. Now notice, I did not try to choose all the data, but simply the one section. I'm going to bar. I'm going to just simply put in a clustered bar where you notice I have a flat screen. In 2007, of course, we have the ability to put in lots of different graphics to really highlight our screen. Now I'm going to go to Sales and simply delete the word Sales to give us more visibility of the chart. Now I'm going to go back to the chart itself and right-click. When I right-click and receive the menu, I'm going to select Data. In the Select Data Source screen, I have the ability to add more entries to the chart itself. I'm going to select the Add button and type in Projected as the series name. In the series value, I am now going to use the wizard, go back to my data, and simply select the items that are projected for sales. I am not selecting the name or the label that goes with it. Now in doing so, I notice that I have an equal 1 left over. I did not appropriately highlight the area before I entered the new command. As a result, I'm deleting it out and I'm going to select my data again. It's important to pay attention to these details on the examination. Remember, any formula or function always starts with the equal sign followed by the data. The brackets was my indication that something was wrong. I'm going to return to the wizard and I'm going to say OK. In the dialog box it has added my new series, so I once again will say OK. But notice, my series are actually in bars and they're very hard to see the difference. I'm going to select the second series called Projected. I'm confirming it's called Projected on the top of the formula bar. I'm going to now right-click and I'm going to change the series chart type. Here, I'll choose a line and say OK. Now notice, my legend is taking up a great deal of space and my line is very thick. I'm going to go to Legend and I'm going to right-click to format the legend. Here I can choose to put the legend on the bottom and simply close. You'll notice that made a tremendous difference to the chart. On the series point, perhaps the line's too thick, perhaps you'd like markers. Once again, a right-click, Format Data Series, and this time I'll choose the line style. Here I can go down on the thickness of the line. If I'd like to actually put in a marker, I can go to a built-in marker and once again choose the size. When I close, you will notice I have changed my line to a thinner line. Of course, if I wanted to, I could have also changed the color. Let's also talk about a few more features of working with the formatting in chart, and for this I'd like to do a single point. We'll continue in the next movie.